Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still new, so if you haven't already, please subscribe. I am so close to 1,000 subscribers. I'm getting really excited. There's certain things that YouTube will let me do once I get to 1,000 subscribers, and so please subscribe. For everyone who's already my viewer, already my subscriber, thank you so much. Every time I see how many of you there are, every time I get a wonderful comment, I am so grateful that Spirit led me to create this channel. Okay, so for those of you who are new and do not know, I'm also an author. I'm writing an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's based on my life and my twin flames' life. I've written 2 books in the series. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One, books 1 and 2. I am reading book 1 aloud live on Facebook and then uploading it here to YouTube. I've read up to chapter 14. There are 18 chapters, so I'm almost done. In the description box below, you can find links for those chapters. You can find links for the playlist that I created here on YouTube, or you can just look on my wall here. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. It will have all those chapters, and it will have the trailers that I created for each book as well. You will also find links for those trailers. You will find links to purchase my books from Amazon. You can find a link to my wall on Facebook and my author's page on Facebook as well. Also, a few years back, I did a couple of lives. It took 2 lives for me to explain my life, my story, why I'm doing all of this. So there's a couple of links for that also in the description box. Also there's a link from my friend April, her new astrology channel here on YouTube. She is so awesome. Check her out, subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, the information for that is also in the description box. Though I must say, during Christmas week, for those of you who don't know, if you're out of the United States, Christmas is the 25th. So that's that entire week I will not be doing any readings, not these readings, not personal readings. So if you would like a personal reading, I'll need to do it before or after Christmas week. If you would like to gift someone a reading for Christmas as well, email me and we'll figure out how that works, okay? So for those of you who are not new and didn't see last week's reading, you'll see that I'm using a new deck. This is the Unicorn Tarot deck from by Suzanne Starr and illustrated by Liz Hilton. This was gifted to me by my sister in October, and I've been getting familiar with it. If you're familiar with my readings, my last deck had no reversals, it had no kings and no pages. And so I read them much differently. But in this deck, I do have kings, I do have reversed meanings, and I do like to harness the energy that each deck comes with. And so what I've done is I've made some notes here, and so I'm asking you to bear with me while I relearn the reversed meanings and also the kings and the pages. Now what's interesting about this is I've noticed that some of these cards in this particular deck will have completely different meanings. Almost completely different meanings than what I had been reading for this deck and for the Rider-Waite as well. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just really going to learn the meanings, the energy that each deck is made with, and then before I do a reading such as this, after a while I'll choose a deck, whether it's the Thoth deck, the Unicorn deck, or the A.E. Waite, which is another one I'm familiarizing myself and making notes on right now. And so then what that will do, it will create more specific messages. It'll give Spirit a way to select a deck so that you get specific messages with these specific decks. Okay, so enough chatter. Now, this is the energy at the heart of everything for you at this time, Cancer. And it is a king. I'm feeling like really excited every time I get a king or a page, because I'm like, hi, it's been such a long time since I've seen you. Okay, so this is a timeless reading, by the way. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, I've made playlists for all the zodiac signs. You can find one for Cancer, and there's all different timeless readings, and if you feel attracted to one, you can watch that one. Or you can, you can also watch readings for other signs that are in your chart, especially the Venus and the Moon and the rising. Okay, so this is a clever, self-made masculine who's talkative and determined. Okay, this is the determination. Now, that makes sense because he's Wands. Wands is fire. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It is passion. Wands can be career-oriented here. He's not even sitting down. He's not even sitting on a throne. He is ready to go somewhere. He has hecka energy. Look at his legs. He's not even standing firm. He looks like he's about ready to take off and go somewhere. He's wearing green. That's the color of healing and love as well. So he looks rather stern, but he's a very loving person. This is a person who is respected, sometimes arrogant, but very powerful, charismatic, intense. See, I've made other notes here as well. So for this particular deck, it says clever, self-made, masculine, talkativeness, and determination. But I have more notes here that say that they can be passionate, powerful, charismatic, sometimes arrogant, but they are always respected. This person is both admired and hated, yet always respected. Wow. Okay, yeah, so I can see, in the last deck, the masters were the queens. And so she is confident and attractive, and so is he. Okay, but he can go a little overboard at times and come off as arrogant, but always respected. Okay, so this could be your energy. Like I said, it doesn't have to be cups, which is what you are, water energy. This is fire energy. You could be feeling like this right now. This could be all about someone else in your life. It could be a fire sign or somebody who embodies this. Now, the next energy that we have that directly affects this very powerful king is the Fool. Okay, now this is an Aries energy, and Aries is also a fire energy, so this may be an Aries in your life. It doesn't have to, of course, it can just be this energy. Now, in the Thoth deck, what I felt from him mostly, the Fool, was a leap of faith. He was surrounded by abundance, and he had this faith in the divine that led him along. But now, in this deck, he doesn't seem to have that quality quite. It says, enthusiasm about a situation, but may be in danger, not considering the consequences. Emotions rule the mind. So this energy is more like a, where fools rush in type deal. Being foolish, being naive, rushing into something that you're not prepared for. Look at him. He doesn't look as innocent as the one in the Thoth deck. His little unicorn there sure does look youthful and innocent, but he almost looks like he knows that he's about to do something silly by walking off of that cliff right there. What's his hand doing right there? I'm being drawn to his hand. Looks like he's saying number 2, or in a way pointing down to where he's about to go. Kind of like a peace sign, but not really. Interesting. And look at him, he's wearing a sort of witch's hat as well. So it's like he's trying to not be so innocent, and he thinks that he's doing the right thing. But he's not. He's about to fall off a cliff, and his unicorn is too young to warn him. Now here's what's at the root of everything for you right now. Woo! I love it. The sun. Okay? Now, no matter what deck I use, whenever I get the sun in a reading, in a spread, it means that anything negative in here, anything that seems negative in the entire reading is not as bad as it seems, simply because of the presence of the sun. Okay, so you've been happy. You have been successful. You've had fulfillment. Okay, that's what this says. Happy, success, fulfillment, attainment of goals, healthy, wealthy, and happiness. Okay, so yeah, this is, this hasn't really changed. This is happiness and joy. And you know what? It looks a lot like the Lovers to me. I mean, when I first saw this card, I thought it was the Lovers until I looked and realized that it was the sun. And it looks so much like that one unicorn. They share one unicorn, and it's looking into the sun as if thanking it. Don't you think? And they just look so happy and so comfortable and so open to be themselves. They don't have any clothes on, and they are just like nuzzling each other and just being themselves. And so I just feel like that's what you've been doing. This is the root of everything right now. Now this is what is the energy that's moving out of your life at this time, okay? Now this is the Tower, and like I've said before, a Tower moment can be kind of shocking. It can be something happens, it can be as drastic as a divorce, or it can be as somewhat minor as deciding that you want to eat a different food. You don't want to eat a certain food anymore. Like one day you were buying a can of creamed corn, and then you realize, you know what? I'm only buying this because my parents made me eat this. I don't really like it. Why am I buying this? Okay, but this is in reverse. And so for this deck, this says stuck in a rut, unhappy situation, inability to make a change. And so we see how that is on its way out. You were unhappy, you were stuck in a rut, but nope, you're happy now. So adios, reversal of the Tower. Yay, that's a great energy to have in your moving out of your energy section. Now, these two cards for me as a reader are future cards, and I realize now because Spirit's just been changing things up on me. I don't know, keeping me on my toes or something. But I just have to start reading them before I can feel out which one is going to happen first, okay? Now, I forgot to tell you, if you are not, if you are new, okay, I read major arcana cards such as the Fool as messages about your divine blueprint, which is the plan that you made before you incarnated in order to learn certain lessons which raise the vibration of your soul. All of the other cards, the minor arcana, I read those as messages about your free will, okay? So these major arcana cards, in a way, are like destiny, because these are the lessons that you're here to learn. But as humans, we do have free will. And there are times when we make a choice and this energy will go away. And there's times when it's here and then we make a choice and this energy will somehow make its way back into our life because we're really supposed to learn it. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of depends. So we have free will, and then we have a kind of a destiny, but not really, okay? Now, this is the Queen of Cups. This is your energy. She is the master, right? The master of her emotions. She is a mirror. She is very reflective. Let's see, what do they say for her in this deck? Loving and giving feminine, comfort, confidant, feminine intuition, or psychic abilities. Right, okay, so this could be your energy in the near future. Or, this is a feminine energy that in your life this is going to occur. This is a wonderful energy. This is an energy of reflection. She's emotionally available. You can see she's sitting on her throne, so she's not about to take off like this King of Wands over here. She's going to sit there and she's going to listen to you and give you good counsel and comfort and love, and or that's you, Cancer. You're very sweet. You're all about home and happiness and health and all that. And, you might be a little hard on the outside, or you look hard on the outside, but you're really a softie on the inside. So this could be the energy that you are going to embody. possibly for this person who is about to do something rather foolishly. Okay, somebody who may be so passionate that they don't think before they act. Now, here we have your next future card, which is the Hierophant. Okay, so he's also a major arcana, and this is he's a lot like Merlin. See, right here he looks like a king. Okay, in other decks he's depicted as the Pope. Sometimes he's even called the Pope. In my last deck, he just really reminded me of, say, like a druid or Merlin. He looks like a really old king, like a magical king who would be kind of like Solomon, maybe? King Solomon? Yeah, he is a scholar. He is like earthly wisdom of esoterics. It's spiritual wisdom, but it's things that have been written down, studied. Yeah, so he's a scholar in that type of way. Let's see what do they say for him here. This is also Taurus. Okay, so there could be a Taurus. Sometimes these cards are as simple as their signs. So like I said, this one would be Aries. This one would be Leo for the sun. And the Tower, I think it's, gosh, I can't remember. I think that, is it Scorpionic energy? I'm not sure, but this is definitely Taurus. And this is big business, large institutions as well. This says, widen your vision, make up your own mind in which path to take. See someone else's point of view and learn from others' mistakes. Yeah, so at this time, I think what's up here is, yeah, somebody is about to make a mistake. It could be you. I mean, you could be embodying this energy, and then you're getting a little ahead of yourself, and you make an innocent mistake. Not so much foolish. I mean, it could be. I mean, if you think, oh gosh, that was so foolish, I shouldn't have done that. But, you know, it's also innocent. You could have made an innocent mistake. And so what you do is you go talk to this person, or if someone else makes a mistake, then you counsel this person. So I believe this one's going to happen first. There's going to be this counsel that goes on here. There's going to be comfort. There's going to be a conversation here with emotion, and then there's going to be learning. Okay, learning from someone else's mistakes. So if you end up counseling someone who made a mistake, also take that to heart and learn, and don't make their mistakes. Yeah, so it could be that you're in a really good place right now. You're feeling really happy, and so this is how you're able to counsel this person, this fiery person. Okay, like I said, Aries is a fire sign, and this is the King of Rods. This is both very masculine, and it could be that this person ends up learning from you. Okay, now this is your hope card. Okay, and this is a great card to hope for. This is this also is a Sagittarius energy, which is okay. So wow, there's a lot of fire going on here, because this is the three. These major arcanas represent the three fire signs: Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Interesting. Okay. And it began with fire. Just pointing that out. So your hope here is basically moderation, okay? But for this, I'll expand on this, but for this deck it says do nothing at this time, moderation. This is also a good omen, and everything comes to those who wait. Patience is a virtue, okay? So this is, so you must be hoping that you don't really have to do anything, just keep moderating, hoping that this is a good omen, okay? Hoping that if you stay patient, whatever you're looking for is going to come to you, okay? Now, this is also my individual twin flame card. I'm just going to put that in there because for some of you that are on this spiritual path and trying consciously trying to balance out your masculine and feminine energies. For those of you who don't know, we all have masculine and feminine energies. Okay, and once they're balanced in the right way, we become our own twin flame energy. Okay, and then that creates an energy I call glory. And then once we are balanced in our masculine and masculine and feminine energies as an individual, that's when the universe sends us a counterpart, another person who is as balanced as we are with our masculine and feminine energies, a counterpart that we can then become like a power couple with and create awesome things. Like my books that I'm writing, inspired by my life and my twin flames life, and so they're very powerful. So this could be a hope of yours if that's what you're doing consciously. And but if you haven't been doing this as a spiritual path, then that's when I would say, yeah, you're hoping that you don't have to do anything but wait at this time. You could be hoping that this Sagittarius comes into your life. This could be a Sagittarian energy. Like I said, you've got a lot of fire right here, okay? So this is a great thing to hope for. Now, the next energy that we read is your environment card, okay? Environment or state of being. Now, this is, for this deck, this says separation or divorce. This relationship is more of a lustful sexual attraction than true love. Okay, so, wow. You must have been in a very bad relationship because you're happy. Okay? This is the energy that's at the root of everything. So you must want to be happy. Okay, because I'm feeling two scenarios here. You are so glad that you're done with this separation, you're done with this other relationship, that you're happy. Or you want happiness again. Okay? Now, it could be that for some of you, this person right here is the one that you are separated from, and it could be that you maybe go back on a date with them and stay the night with them or something like that, and then it ends up not being all that good for you. That would really speak, this really speaks to this, okay? The Tower in reverse is being stuck in an unhappy situation and inability to make a change, right? Okay, so these are really speaking together. Now, see, this is in the out section. This is moving out of your life. The unhappy situation is moving out of your life. But this is your current state of being. You're currently in this separation or divorce, okay? And so you're looking for your happiness again. So this is your fear, okay? Now, oh my goodness, you know what I just realized? Okay, I just got to put this in here because I'm all about the twin flame stuff. This is, for me, this is the individual's twin flame card. Like I just said, you balance your energy and you become your own twin flame and you're balanced out. This, right side up, is the twin flame energy for two people, the counterparts. This is the card for twin flames as well, for many readers. For you, it's your fear and it's upside down. Okay, this is the 1111 card. You see how you've got two rods on each side? And these people are getting married. This is a marriage card, but this is an 1111 card. You might want to look up 1111. So this is a very strong indication to me, okay? So for you to have all three of these cards all next to each other, and plus the sun, I'm just thinking that there's a lot of you that are on this twin flame journey, and you may be separated from your counterpart right now. Okay? Now, the Four of Rods reversed is, now sometimes this is, you know, you'll have good cards like this. This is marriage, this is love, partnership, and all that stuff, you know, and then you flip it upside down and it's the opposite, meaning, or sometimes you'll have it like a bad card, and then you flip it upside down and it's still bad. Okay, this card, you flip it upside down and it's still good. Okay, this is joy, happiness, and different points of view. Now, here's the thing. What? Why would you fear that? Joy, happiness, or, okay, so it's probably not joy, it's probably not happiness, because that's what this is. Nobody fears that. It's the different point of view. Maybe you don't want to realize that you were wrong about something. The Hierophant, it said, see someone else's point of view and learn from their mistakes. And you're afraid to do that. So this has got to be you. And you're going to do it, because this is the Hierophant. This is a major arcana card. And so this is definitely part of the lessons that you're learning from your divine blueprint. More than likely as a twin flame, because I'm just really feeling that there's a whole bunch of you guys that are in separation right now, and I'm so sorry to hear that. I feel you. I am in the same boat. All right, so here is your outcome. And now, this is your energy again. This is water. Okay, now when we look at this card, see in the last deck, it was about options and choices. But this one seems to be more about confusion. Look at his face. He's like, what the heck? How am I supposed to choose from all these? Yeah, dude, just pick one. What? How am I supposed to know? You know? Okay, but he's in reverse. Okay? So, instead of confusion, this is one of those cards that is a reversal of the upright meaning. And this is order, understanding, priorities in perspective, and clear judgment. Oh yeah. Wow, Cancer. You are going to understand someone else's point of view. It's going to be made clear. Do not be afraid. You are going to be victorious. This is something that's very important as part of your divine blueprint, Cancer, is this different point of view, okay? And I just heard that some of you don't even know your twin flames. That could also be a different point of view for you right now to realize this. These are some very strong cards here, okay? Like all the fire signs. So, I mean, that's a lot of passion. That would really, and fire signs in the major arcana, that really speaks a lot to the amount of passion. And there's one heck of a lot of passion in a twin flame relationship. Okay? So much energy, so much. Okay, so I was just checking out some more notes on this King of Rods here. And in case you are embodying this energy, the advice for this particular king is admitting ignorance or inexperience at this time would be unwise. You are more than capable of facing any situation thrown at you. It might be time to be a little more confident in your own abilities. Okay, so just for those of you who are embodying this energy right now. It could be that that's what you're about to do, admitting your ignorance or inexperience. And it might be that that won't work out for you so well. But you're going to learn. You're definitely going to see a different point of view. This is a huge time of perspective for you. Or rather, the subject of perspective is huge for you right now. I'm probably going to put that in the title for this reading. Okay, so now, for those of you who are familiar with me, what I would do is, this is the card under the deck, and this is the underlying energy. Okay, now for the Thoth deck that I was using, what I would do is, this would be like a continuation of this story. This would happen, and then this would happen, and this would happen, and this, and then you're going to be fine, or you're going to be this, or whatever. And it was, it continued with the story, kind of more like a bunch of future cards, okay? But this weird thing happened with this deck that this is a different underlying energy. The underlying energy is the past. Okay? What happened before all of this is seemingly coming out underneath this card for me in this particular deck. So, because you already know what happened, I don't think I'm going to do this. Actually, I'm not. You already know what happened. I don't need to tell you what happened. What I think people get out of these readings is they're looking for advice. They're looking for clarity. They're looking for some sort of glimpse of the future. And so what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to keep using this deck next week. So what I'm going to do at this time, instead of looking at the bottom of the deck, I'm going to get out an oracle deck, and I'm going to get a few cards from that for some more advice, or, you know, some more guidance, okay? But for today, we'll just go ahead and see what happened. So, of course, this is the divorce, this is the separation, this is moving on, okay? For this particular deck, it says stress and pressure, optimistic outlook, but I'm feeling like, yeah, you know what, you got your logic together, and you said, I'm out of here. You went from choppy waters to calm. Look at him. He left his unicorn. I like this imagery because it's like he left his magic. He left his spirit totem for wherever he was, and now he's coming back to it. Now it's like almost like he's coming back to his senses, okay? Coming back to his sacredness. Okay? So I think that's what happened. And then before that, the Six of Cups reversed is living in the past, leave behind past loves and experiences, and move towards the future. So you had already, it could have been that your counterpart had already left you, and you said, okay, well then I'm just going to let this be, I'm going to move on. You can move on like emotionally or logically, since this is air, which is logic, and then cups, this is the separation, emotion-wise. And then before that, the Three of Swords usually is heartache and misery, but this is recovery from illness or emotional heartache, okay? So this, you had some sort of heartache beforehand, which is this, okay? And you had recovered from it, but it didn't pan out, and you left anyway, okay? And so the World in reverse is something not finished with what was begun, and disappointment and superficial vision. Okay, so something wasn't completed, and so you know you had a moment to recover from this emotional heartache, or even from an illness, but then emotionally you separated, and logically, mind-wise, you separated anyway. Okay, and so, all right, now I gauge how much control you have over the situation by the number of major arcana to minor arcana in the read itself, in the spread here. And like I was saying earlier, The major arcana represents lessons that we came here to learn. They're major life lessons, okay? And the others are free will. So that's how I determine how much control you have. And you start out with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6. Oh yeah. This is written in the stars. This is definitely a twin flame union in separation, and for a whole lot of you, whether you realize it or not. 6 out of 10 cards means that the universe has a huge hand in this. Your divine plan. This is a huge, pivotal time for you. And the focus is this. The focus is learning. The focus is becoming wise. The focus is even perhaps marriage. You may not have gotten married. Maybe, see, like something wasn't complete. Remember the world upside down? So perhaps you didn't get married yet. Perhaps you were together for a long time and now you've separated. Okay, because this also represents marriage. This guy is large institutions and religions and things like, you know, because he can be inefficient at a wedding. This is the perspective that you this understanding others' perspectives is the lesson in all this. And it's when you do that, when you can put yourself in someone else's shoes and have compassion and understanding for them, because now you understand how they were thinking. That is true wisdom, and that is when you can counsel people. Okay? So this may happen first for some of you. Some of you will have counsel from someone else and you'll get a new perspective. Some of you will get this new perspective and be able to counsel someone else. Or, you know, maybe this is your twin flame. Since this is a masculine, this is a feminine energy. You can come back and say, look, I've really learned, you know, and you're going to have this clear perspective here. Okay? This is order, understanding, and priorities in perspective. Okay? This is all about perspective. All right, Cancer, that's what I have for you this week. See you next time.